Hi guys, welcome back to Nerdmania. Bit of a different setting. I'm sat on my couch. This was just to say welcome to the video. Hope you all had a cracking New Year, cracking Christmas. The intro to this video, something went wrong with the file. I couldn't upload it. So I've had to re-record an intro here. Just to give you a brief outline. I haven't really uploaded a lot since just before Christmas. About a month or two before Christmas. Just life in general was just hectic in a good way. Really fun Christmas, really good New Year. Hope you guys all had that as well. Just before Christmas, I did an event down in Worthing, a place called Retro by Ronnie's. And for the first time in a long time, I got the urge to collect vintage figures. And this video is about the figures I collected. So we will jump in to where the video would allow me to upload. But that is just a brief outline of what this video is. It's my vintage collection. My plan for this month is, rather than try and work out everything I collected over the last few months and do my normal monthly collection videos, I want to do a Hot Toys collection, a action figure collection, and a physical media collection for the end of the year, like a big sort of roundup of what I collected in those last month or two of the year. And I want to do my top 10 figures of 2023, and my plan is to get that out before the end of January. Will I keep to that? We will see, but let's get into the video. Thanks guys, bye. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, New Year's resolutions, I don't believe in them. I don't believe you can change your whole lifestyle overnight and start again, but I do believe in setting goals. And one of my goals for this year is to try and be more consistent with my uploads. Try and get at least 1 or 2 videos out a month. That's kind of been the plan since the start, and it just never seems to work out. I think this year I'm going to have a bit more time to myself, so I'm going to have more time to do it. So rather than try and work out, I had actually filmed a video at the end of last year, but my lighting broke. The video just didn't look very good. Then I couldn't get it to upload to do any editing on it. So I just thought, I'm not going to bother. But rather than try and sort out 2 or 3 different months of me trying to work out what I picked up in each month, I'm just going to do a big haul, an action figure, a big end of season action figure haul, a big end of year movies, Blu-ray haul. I'm going to do a separate video for Hot Toys because I've picked up around about 5 new Hot Toys in the last quarter of last year. So I want to show you those. And I fell down a new black hole, which is vintage toys. I got out of vintage toy collecting a long time ago. Star Wars was really the only vintage line I ever collected. It's something that's always interested me, but I've always gone more towards the modern stuff. That was until I did a charity event just before Christmas down at a place called Retro Ronnie's. It's in Worthing. It's a fantastic shop that sells all kinds of retro stuff, not just toys. They do some fantastic artwork by a guy called Mark Davis. They sell old pedal bikes, everything. But obviously the main thing of the store is it's retro. They do have some modern stuff in there, but most of it is old toys. We were doing an event down there, a charity event for the shop. And I walked in, and I've been in there before, but something caught my eye. And it's started a new black hole, which we will have a look at in a minute. So this is my first video of 2024, and it's a vintage toy haul. This one is nothing to do with the rest of them, so I'll show you this one first. This is just a little pickup. This is a Battle Beast. If you don't know what these are, these were a spin-off of the Transformers. Actually, Transformers Headmasters, which was a Japanese cartoon. I don't believe in the UK or in America. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, that these were actually originally marketed as a spin-off of Transformers. I think they were given their own, they were kind of brought out as their own line. And I don't think they were called Battle Beasts originally when in Transformers either. I think that was the name they were given in America and the UK for the line. Excuse me. So this is Sly Fox. They have a little heat sensitive thing on their chest. You hold it down and it tells you which group they're on. I don't know if that'll even show up on camera. I doubt it will. It's very small. Just a nice little gimmick there for these figures. I had a load of these as a kid. The one I really remember having was a character called Eager Beaver. I can't find him. I've had a look online. I've had a look in the shop, and they didn't have him. But I do remember also having this guy. So I picked this guy up, and this is Sly Fox. The only articulation they have is their arms. There's no articulation in any of the other parts. I don't know if that's different with any of the other characters, but these are, and they were just collectibles. And yeah, you just hold down your hand. The heat activated gimmick tells you which group they are from. This guy has logs on his. So that was Sly Fox there. But the main line I picked up, and the one that caught my eye when I walked in was, let me give you a bit of background. Like I said, I don't really collect vintage figures. I haven't really ever collected vintage figures, but last year, with all the stuff the new companies are doing, you know, Super 7 with their Thundercats, Mattel revisiting He-Man, NECA Defenders of the Earth, Hasbro, G.I. Joe, and Dungeons and Dragons, I kind of wanted to do a display of cartoons from when I was a kid. And some of those properties just aren't getting revisited. And one of my favourites was M.A.S.K. And one of my other favourites was Visionaries. And if you watch my videos at all last year, you'll know that at London Film and Comic Con, I picked up a complete vintage Leoric from Visionaries. And my plan was to pick up, not go all in on one line, but pick up a representation from all the lines. And I walked into Retro Ronnie's, and they had this. This is the Condor from M.A.S.K. I had this as a kid. I loved this toy. For those of you that don't know M.A.S.K, it stands for Mobile Armoured Strike Command. Command spelt with a K, not a C, to make the acronym work. They are vehicles that have dual purpose. This is a motorbike, but you lift this up, you lift this out, these bits come out the side, and it becomes a helicopter. And this was the Condor. This was a vehicle of M.A.S.K. I picked this up, and this is that's in very good condition and complete. And also came with the pilot. This is Brad Turner, the pilot, and as well as the there he is, Brad Turner. These are very small, maybe 3 inches. They were made to scale with the vehicles, obviously. And in the cartoon that this was based on, these figures are based on, the M.A.S.K has special powers as well. I can't remember what Brad Turner's M.A.S.K was. The M.A.S.Ks have different names as well, and they have different powers. But the figure itself is also in very good condition. There's very little paint rub at all on the figure. And like I say, this is almost complete. This is complete and in very good condition. And this was one of the ones I had as a kid. Had to have it. As soon as I walked into the shop, I said to him, "Can you put that by? I'll buy it later." And that is the Condor. They had some other stuff there as well. And one that was catching my eye was one that I didn't have as a kid but always wanted. And to begin with, I wasn't going to get it. I kept saying no, no, no. And as the day went on, other people started showing interest in it. And I thought, I've got to make a decision. So I grabbed it. And it's this. This is the Thunderhawk. This is Matt Tracker's vehicle. Matt Tracker was the main character, the leader of M.A.S.K. And this was his car. Much like the Condor, this is a car that turns into something that can fly. The wings open. And it becomes a sort of a flying car. So this is also almost, this isn't fully complete. It has bombs underneath, and I'm missing one of the bombs. So one of the fun things about collecting vintage vehicles, I find, is that you have the option to upgrade. You can find better quality. So if you may be able to find a really nice vehicle, but the driver might not be in the best condition, so you can go out and find another driver. There you go. That's the Thunderhawk. And the nice thing with the Thunderhawk was it also came with a box. The box is a little bit beaten up, but it's nice to have the original packaging. It had the original sticker sheet in the box. All the stickers are off because they're on the vehicle, but that was, I kind of like that. And it also came with the original instruction sheet there, and it showed you all the other toys from that particular line that he came out in. Also, obviously, came with Matt Tracker. His helmet's called Spectrum. I do remember that. And there he is, Matt Tracker. and he's in very good condition as well. So I picked up those two and I thought that would be a nice representation of M.A.S.K. I don't need to go all in and collect any more. That'll do. But as you know, we are collectors, and what we do is we want to collect. So I got home after purchasing those, and I couldn't get my mind off the Raven. Now, the Raven was another vehicle I had as a kid alongside the Condor, and I wanted to grab another one. So I found this one on eBay. This is the Raven. This has a bit more of a, you press that and the boosts come out the back. That turns over, they flip over. You press the button at the front flips over, the wheels come in, and it becomes sort of like a hovercraft. It has discs that fire out the front, and the doors open up there as well. And inside, I have the pilot. This is Calhoun Burns. Again, this guy's in very good condition. He's got his mask. And again, I don't know what the mask is called, but this is Calhoun Burns. And this was another one I had as a kid. Absolutely loved this one. This one, I think I loved it for two reasons. One, like I said, I was a big fan of M.A.S.K as a kid, but also I was a big fan of Knight Rider, and this reminded me a lot of Kit. I don't think I put all the stickers on mine as a kid because it looked more like Kit without them. But this is and obviously with the discs that fire out the front, that looks a bit like Kit's red front. But I love this car. So there's a small technical hitch. I can't remember where I was. We were talking about the Raven. I picked up the Raven, and that was going to be it. I was going to have the Raven, the Thunderhawk, the Condor. That was going to be the M.A.S.K representation on my shelf. And then again, my collector brain started churning, and I could not get one particular vehicle out my head. I'm sure you guys can probably guess which one it was. The Rhino, the big truck. I managed to find this one on eBay. It's in pretty good condition. The chrome is in not too bad condition. It is beginning to wear a little bit, but in most places it's pretty good. This particular wing mirror keeps pinging out of the door. That might be an easy fix. I think I just need to heat it up a little bit, and I'll be able to get it to stick back in place. But again, this thing is almost completely complete. You open up and you get the control center in there. It's got the rocket that launches out the back. This is just, I never had this as a kid. Again, like the Thunderhawk, this was the one I wanted. The Thunderhawk and this was probably the main two vehicles from the cartoon. And these were the two that I really wanted as a kid. Now I'm an adult and I have my own money. I've managed to purchase them. Sensible purchase in my eyes. But yeah, so that's the Rhino there. Not a bad condition one at all. And that came with a different mat tracker with a slightly different helmet there, and a Bruce Sato, which is actually missing the helmet. Like I said, the nice thing with collecting vintage is you can go back and you can pick these up separately. I've been looking on eBay for a helmet. I haven't found one nice enough yet to go with that I want for my collection, but I'm definitely looking. The Rhino, the Condor, the Raven, and the Thunderhawk, I was like, perfect, brilliant. Also, it came with the with the Raven was the checklist there that shows you all the toys. Let me show you this quick. It's nice getting these things. They remind you of your childhood. So this is basically the same kind of thing that I got with the Thunderhawk, but with different set of vehicles there, and a little play sheet on the back. So I thought, yeah, that'll do. And then I kept looking. I have ordered one that hasn't arrived yet. And then I found this one, which was just a really good condition and really good price. This is the Firefly. Comes with its pilot, Julio Lopez, who's in really good condition. There you go. There he is. There's his mask. I don't know what his mask is. Not one I particularly had as a kid. Not one I particularly wanted as a kid, to be honest. This one, you pull that and it opens up and turns into a... There. This is complete. The only thing is, it is missing its steering wheel. But again, I've had a look online. You can pick these up quite easily. Either the steering wheel itself on its own, or you can pick up a battered one of these quite cheap with a steering wheel, which I could just take off and attach to this. But that's the Firefly there, a little race car that turns into another flying thing. Cars to Planes isn't all they did. They did do a lot of other gimmicks. For now, that is all I've collected. I've been tempted by a Gator and a Firecracker as well. They were two of the other main vehicles. One was a Jeep, which had a boat that came out the front, and the Firecracker was a truck, like a pickup truck. But that's my vintage pickups of M.A.S.K. If you're a big fan of M.A.S.K, let me know in the comments below. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was such a cool show. Had a really funky theme tune. I was tempted by Boulder Hill. They had a Boulder Hill down in the shop where I picked up the Thunderhawk and the Condor, but I just didn't have the space for it. Where I think I can make quite a nice display for these in my one of my Deltoffs, maybe just one shelf. Or also on this, the back opens up and you can sit someone in here, and this whole back part detaches and becomes its own little like vehicle that can drive around, which is quite cool. So that's it. Yeah, thank you for watching my first video of 2024. If you're new here, please think about commenting and subscribing. Like I say, the plan is to put out an end of year action figure haul, an end of year movie haul, the Hot Toys pickups, and I also want to do my top 10 figures. I want to try and get all of those out before the end of January. That is the plan. I cannot guarantee it will happen. But like I say, if you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.